Hey guys, it's Sportspective,
And I'm Skayzzz.
and welcome back to the ISO Paradox podcast, episode number two.
Today we've been diving in 8 teams and 4 matchups, starting with the Bucks and Pacers, going out west to the Nuggets and Clippers, coming back east to the Knicks and Pistons, and our final game, the Lakers and the Timberwolves. These are first game playoff matchups. Take it away.
So today we start off the NBA with the Pacers beating the Bucks 117 to 98. They controlled basically the whole game since tip-off, and uh, Dame not being there definitely showcased how difficult it can be for the Bucks to win a game, let alone a series. But yeah, do we want to talk about some of the stuff that Indiana did well today?
The Pacers obviously shot better from three, from the field goal overall. They turn over the ball less. Their guys played their roles more effectively through from 1 to 10. They had guys like Pascal Siakam looking like himself, from last year, how dominant he was in the playoffs leading up till Boston. Um, their defensive presence with Miles Turner was there. They all overall looked like a competent team that could take out this Bucks series and I believe win it. Maybe the prediction didn't show it, but I feel like at least this is one of the games that actually I could look at and say, yes, game one could actually alter some minds, and that could be me as well. Halliburton not shooting well enough impacted the game in other ways. Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, Nemhard, um, McConnell being those guys that not only if like a spoiler alert for the Bucks, it's like one guy really carrying the load, but you can
Hmm.
see like the Pacers, each guy played the role effectively, and it just looking at like a Miles Turner altering the shots of Giannis, although he didn't stop Giannis by any degree. Giannis having a monster game because Giannis is gonna get his regardless. He is that guy. Um, but sending Giannis to the line so much, and it
It's
just
it's a liability.
it's
It's
it
truly a
is,
liability
yeah,
this year,
it's
right?
it's 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 hard to like it's hard to contain Giannis, so I can
Hmm.
I can appreciate what Miles Turner does defensively, but I think overall it was a great job, and I'm really happy with the Pacers' performance this game.
Hmm.
How about the
If I'm
Bucks?
honest, um, I think if I'm any team playing the Bucks, I send Giannis to the line every single time. He shoots 61% from the free throw line for his playoff career, and today he shot, I believe, 53%.
You went 8 for 15, yeah.
8 of 15, yeah.
Hmm.
So I think if you're containing Giannis to the point where he's missing 7, 8, 9, 10 free throws a game, right? That
Hmm.
throws him off his shooting rhythm. That throws him off his confidence level. And on a night where neither of the Bucks, aside from have it really going for them,
Hmm.
it's huge for Giannis to have that all-time high confidence level. And today, I just think that those misses, some turnovers, just kind of the
That second quarter,
frustration.
that second
Yeah,
quarter
yeah,
where the
yeah.
Pacers heavily outscored 35-18 against the Bucks was huge.
Hmm.
They've gone up. Their highest lead, I believe, was like 28 points up to the Bucks three in like the first quarter. It shows like the runs and like the dominance between the Pacers and the Bucks. And I guess again, this is game one, so as much as we can say about these 4 games, we need to take it with a grain of salt. This is
Hmm.
game one. This is just a tone setter, but it is big.
Well, I mean, while Giannis did drop 36 points today, and he was super aggressive, none of the team, aside from him, contributed. And the Bucks as a whole starting lineup outside of Giannis scored 9 points. 9 points, right? Like Torian Prince, 0 points.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma dropped literally a Tony Snell stat line today.
Only Snell can rest.
Tony
He can
Snell can
rest. I
rest.
can't
He
lie.
can
He can
rest.
rest. He can
He
rest.
can rest.
That is a
Tony
crazy.
Snell stat line in 21 minutes
Yeah.
is absurd, right?
I just want to say here, Torian Prince, Kyle Kuzma, Laker legends. Those are those are right at the Mount Rushmore. Kyle Kuzma,
No, 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 no. It
motherfucking
was it was so it
Torian
was
Prince,
so it was so bad.
Darvin Ham.
It was so bad
Hmm.
that they literally Rob Pelinka literally traded Kyle Kuzma away for a beyond middle in Russell Westbrook, and that was still worth every single penny.
That hurts.
And
Yeah,
I know it hurts,
yeah.
I know, but it hurts me more. I had to watch the
Hmm.
season.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
had to watch them not miss the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah,
I didn't leave my house.
yeah.
All right,
Hey, we
but
don't
I'm
fuck
just
with anybody calling him Westbrook. That man's name is Westbrook. Get that shit right. Fuck out of here. You were the one of the ones to say Westbrook,
I
eh? Yeah.
uh,
You're a piece of shit.
he was his shots were bad. All right,
Okay, okay. He
but
averaged a
I'm
triple
just
double. He won the MVP.
not that year,
Not that
not
year,
that
but
year,
he
not that year. Where
he
was he
averaged.
that year?
Um,
No, but I'm just saying, like, you know, if you have guys like that who are not playing, right? Like
yeah.
if Kyle Kuzma and Torian Prince, who are two of your five guys who have experience on the team, is
Mhm.
dropping 0 points, right?
Mhm.
They dropped 14 points as a starting lineup.
Mhm. And what about Bobby Portis?
Portis had, I think, like 4 points today.
He went 2 for 8 in 25
What is
minutes.
that? Like, you know what I mean? What is? I thought
Yeah,
everyone was
0
talking
for
about.
4.
Everyone's talking about. Oh, Portis scary hours coming back from suspension. Bucks fans, speak up in the comments. What's happening? What's
Scary.
happening? Okay, let us know. But like I was saying, right? Like these inefficiencies from guys like Rollins, guys like Prince, Kuzma, Bobby Portis, right? Even
Mhm.
Brooke Lopez, 9 points. That isn't enough for your second star player on the team when Dame's out. So I just think that moving forward, I don't think Dame will be back for game two, if I'm being
Mhm.
honest.
Yeah. The
I feel like
reports said like they were
it
more
two or three,
positive.
two
Yeah.
to three, but I feel like maybe it's best for them to, you know, and just let them play at home.
I don't know that beef between Halliburton and Dame. That's he might come back. Dame time.
Yeah, no, but no Dame time.
No Dame time.
Not today.
There's no
Not
time for
today, right?
Dame.
But I'm
Okay.
just saying, like, I think that, you know, uh Dame not being there
Hmm.
for as good as how the Bucks were for the last couple weeks in the regular season without him, this is what happens.
Hmm.
You have guys like KPJ, and KPJ played decently today, nothing special, but you have guys like Rollins, AJ Green. These guys have no experience in the playoffs, no experience, right? You put them in a playoff setting, and obviously they're on the road. The crowd is really loud. They're having trouble getting the shots up. Their confidence is down. Their team is down, right?
Hmm.
And overall, it impacts the team, right? Giannis is out here dropping, 50 bombs, right?
Hmm.
Basically,
It's
and
Mhm.
losing by
And to be
20
fair,
points.
that Pacers team went to the conference finals. We don't talk about like off. I guess that okay.
They went to the
The
conference finals.
Knicks, the Knicks should have won fully healthy, in my opinion, and I
Yeah.
hate the Knicks.
But at the end of the day,
Um,
like injuries happen,
like yeah,
right?
and
Like
it's a part of the
it happened.
game.
And if you think about it, right, you look at this season, they have 7 guys in the rotation who
Yeah,
averages double-digit points.
mm,
There's not that many teams that have that,
they're
right?
very versatile team.
Today, I think 6 players on the team had over double-digit points.
Hmm.
So when you take that into consideration, you have guys like Siakam, you have guys like Halliburton,
Hmm.
who are your stars. But then you have guys like Nemhard, Neesmith, TJ McConnell, like you mentioned. These
Hmm.
guys are coming out, playing aggressive, playing with heart, playing with grit, doing
Hmm.
everything they can on both ends of the floor.
Hmm.
You're gonna win. You're
Like
gonna win.
what I'm seeing, like in my personal opinion, what I'm seeing is like what the Pacers can do that the Bucks can't do with if Tyrese Halliburton has a bad game,
Mm.
guys like Siakam, guys like Turner, guys like Nemhard, guys like McConnell, guys like
Mathurin,
Mathurin,
Bennedict Mathurin is so
Mathurin,
good.
and
Yeah.
Nesmith some games, not this game, I'd say.
But defensively, he was
Defensively,
big defensively,
of
right?
course,
Yeah.
these guys that I'm naming off, they can make up the slack for uh, for their first option not shooting as well. Not always because again, it's their first option, but obviously better than Milwaukee. Because if Giannis had a subpar game today, this would have been way worse than
50,
if it
50 point
was
blowout, 50 points.
like there's no yeah like that's this game is just because
You're not in this
Giannis
game if
yeah
Giannis doesn't do what Giannis did. And even at that, Giannis like 8 of 15 Like those are big free throw shots, especially when you're down, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And if you're constantly going to the line and you're missing free throw shots, that brings your team down. It's demoralizing, right?
Yeah.
We play ball. We know how demoralizing it is to miss free throws over and over again, right? Or see our
Hmm.
teammates miss free throws over and over.
Hmm.
So I just think that as a team, the Bucks need to regroup a little bit, focus on, you know, like you can't
Their shooters
Kuzma,
have
you
to be
can't
better. That's like
Kuzma
just the
can't
biggest
go.
thing.
He can't go
Hmm.
0 points.
I
You
think
can't.
the
You
biggest
can't.
thing is that like they're just the shooters. Like they
They
went
they
9
traded
for
Middleton
37.
and they traded
9 for
Middleton
37.
for Kuzma. Middleton was literally their one of their go-to scorers, right?
Hmm.
Last year and the year before and the year before that.
Hmm.
Go-to. So you go from Middleton, who won you a game against Miami, to Kuzma being non-effective for 21 minutes.
And they sent him to
This
some place that's worse than hell, the Wizards. Now, what are your predictions for this series?
honestly, I
Hmm.
think that Pacers still win this game, this series in
The
six
series?
games. Yeah,
Okay.
in 6 games. Honestly, like this game that they just won, I think showcased how skilled they can all be as a collective group, like they were last year. And
Hmm.
I think they take the Bucks in six. What about you? What do you think?
Do I believe in Dame coming back in time? Not really. I think this is gonna be a scenario like last year where the Bucks stars come late and it's hard for them to pick up the slack. If we can remember,
He also hasn't played, right?
mm,
So his conditioning has to ramp up.
yeah,
Like there's all these things that kind of go into that.
like I don't, to be honest with you, I don't really believe in the Bucks. I don't think, that's the most honest and flat statement I can really say. I don't
Hmm.
believe in the Bucks. I think they're the biggest purgatory team in terms of them being too good to be out of the playoffs, but not good enough to make it anywhere far. So at least in my opinion, I think the Pacers will get past the series. Now, what is my prediction? Pacers in six.